Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to do a tag video. I was tagged by my friend Jen over at Bookish Blonde. I will leave her channel link down below. She did a tag that is called the Finally Fall book tag, and I'm going to go ahead and do that today as well. So there's a lot of questions. I could not find the original creator. I don't think that their channel is up anymore, but they are very detailed questions. So there's 8 of them, so we will just get into it. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I love fall. It's one of my favorite seasons. Okay, so the first one is, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. And I'm going to go with one that I just read recently, and that is The Wedding People by Allison S. Patch. This one has such a vivid setting for me specifically because it is set in Newport, Rhode Island, where I lived for a year. We lived right across the bridge from Newport for about a year, and absolutely loved it there, to be honest. We were not sure how we were going to feel about it because we're from Florida. My parents are from Georgia. We're from the South. And then we were moving to New England for a year. But let me tell you, it is so beautiful up there. We actually ended up really, really liking it. The winters were a lot, but it's so gorgeous there. I can't even talk about how pretty it is. So reading this one set in the same place that I've been was really cool. So this one is following a wedding that is in a hotel on the coast of Rhode Island. And you see the characters not only in the hotel doing things, but you see them out about in town. And some of the places that they go, I have been. I have been to the wharf that they went to and got on a boat. I have been to a restaurant that is described in here. I was like, oh, we ate there. We literally ate at that restaurant. So for me, the vivid setting was very personal because I have personally been to some of these places. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, question number 2 is, nature is beautiful, but it is dying. Name a book that is beautifully written but deals with heavy topics. Okay, I will always and forever sing the praises of Ashley Winstead's writing. I love, love, love her writing. Some of the lines that she uses to describe things just bring the entire scene to life and are just so creative, and just that's a beautiful thing that just popped into my mind because you wrote it that way. And she also deals with heavy topics, especially in her thriller books. She has 3 thriller books out, and all 3 of them deal with really heavy things in them. This one in particular, you're dealing with a cult. You're dealing with do I want to say a patriarchy? Possibly. You're dealing with power-hungry men and men who are willing to do anything to hang on to that power. You're dealing with secret society stuff, and it's a lot. It's a lot. There are very, very heavy warnings in this one that she puts in the front of the book. But man, does she write it beautifully. Okay, number 3, fall is back to school season. Name a nonfiction book that taught you something new. And for me, that is going to be The Soul of an Octopus by Cy Montgomery. The amount of things that I learned about the octopus as an animal and as a species, I just kept reciting stuff to my husband. I was like, did you know that an octopus, blah, 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 blah. He's just like, what? Why? I don't care. But I was so fascinated the entire time reading this book about their mannerisms and what they can do with their bodies and how they can manipulate their bodies is fascinating to me. I will never be able to fully understand it or wrap my brain around it, and how smart they are. And just, it boggles my mind. Okay, so number 4 is, in order to keep warm, it's good to spend time with people we love. Name a fictional family or friend group that you'd love to be a part of. And we are going to go with the family in the House in the Cerulean Sea series. This is book number 2 that just came out this year, Somewhere Beyond the Sea. And this book and the first book deal with a found family situation where the children of this family are magical beings, and they are also very dangerous magical beings for very different reasons. And they have created their own family. And when I tell you that I love each and every one of them, I'm not even kidding. They are the best children, and you can really see that they just want to be as good as they possibly can, and they are good people. And you see them struggle and you see their hardships, you see how they're treated. And it's just, I love each and every one of them. And I want to live in their house in the sea. That is Cerulean. Okay, so number 5 is Nights Are Getting Darker. Name a dark and creepy read. I'm going to talk about one that I haven't talked about as often as I probably should, but that is Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. Now, this is an isolated book that is set in a house that has been around for a very, very long time. And it's set in kind of on top of some rocks that are out in the middle of a body of water. And the only way to get there is this kind of causeway. But there's a storm that comes through. So people are here for a family kind of overnight thing with their families. And they're a little bit estranged. So some things have gone down in the past, but they're all coming together. And a storm completely takes out the causeway. So they literally have no way to get back to shore. And so they're riding out the storm together and things start happening. It was very creepy because I had no idea what was going on for most of this book and just things that were happening that were not able to be really explained. I loved it. Twists and turns. This is my favorite Alice Feeney book. Okay, number 6, The Days Are Getting Colder. Name a short, heartwarming read to warm up on a cold, rainy day. So I just talked about Somewhere Beyond the Sea. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the first one too, because The House in the Cerulean Sea. This book is not very long. You can get through it really quickly. And I always describe this book as a warm hug, because that's what it felt like to me when I was reading it. It just felt like a warm hug. I've read it twice. I loved it twice. It just feels like a warm hug. It really does. It's written in such a charming way. And again, these characters, these kids they put a smile on your face. Always. Number 7, Fall returns every year. Name a favorite book that you'd love to return to. I will say a book / series that I will always return to is Harry Potter. Now, I have read through the entire series 2 times, and I definitely plan to go in for a 3rd time. I did pick up this first book in this edition here, this Mina Lima edition. I didn't get too far, to be honest with you. It just hasn't been a priority, but these are my favorite books of all time. The entire Harry Potter series are my number 1 favorite books. So I will reread these again, probably here before too long. I will get started on another actual reread, but yeah, I could be in this world forever and be happy. And number 8 is Fall is perfect for a cozy reading night. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. Okay. I don't have a lot of accessories when I'm reading, to be honest. Like I have a book light because I need it to see at night when I'm reading in bed. And, I do tab my books now. That's something that has been happening this year. I've been tabbing my books. So that's kind of more of the accessories that I use, but definitely when I'm reading, when it's cold, I like to have a hot drink with me. And so my favorite accessory for that is my Ember mug. This is a self-warming coffee mug. It is something that you sit on a charger when you're not using it. So it charges up. And you know that it's charged when this is blinking. You know that it's ready to go. And you can set your preferred temperature of your coffee or tea or whatever you have in here with an app on your phone, and it keeps it regulated. Now you will brew your coffee or your tea or whatever you want in here. And once it is at the temperature that you have set on your phone, this will be a different, it will show a different color to show you that it's ready. And that means that's your perfect temperature. And it stays that way the battery lasts about an hour and a half, I would say, continuously. And it keeps your drink warm, and it's perfect. It's literally perfect. So, my husband gave me this for Christmas one year, and I absolutely love it. I definitely use it in the winter because I like to just sit and read for a long period of time and not worry about my coffee getting cold, because it will just stay at my perfect temperature until I'm done. Okay, guys, that is the finally fall book tag. That was fun to kind of collect some of these books and think about some of these questions. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, I will see you guys again soon, and have a great day.